Good day, viewers at home. We want to welcome you to another exciting episode of Mike Uncensored. This week, I have a grassroots politician par excellence, someone who has dominated the political scene of Oyo State. In fact, I must add, our guest today was my lecturer when I was in school. So, from lecturing to politics, how did he do it? You are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. And to our people at home, good day to you there.
As I was just saying now, you taught me when I was in school.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, boom, you are in politics. I want you to walk us through that journey.
Thank you very much. I was born into a political family. My father was a politician par excellence. And so when I grew up to be a youth politician, and we have been doing, I've been growing under him, under his tutelage.
Okay.
And when I was 12, 13,
Okay.
he made me a party agent. So
Please hold it right there. As a 12-year-old boy.
Yes, yes. So just to let you know that I've been into this for.
How did that happen?
Yes, now because I grew up into politics.
Okay. Let's have a look.
I have been very active as a youthful age, at the youthful age of 10. So I control my age mates, 10, 15, even up to, though I did not vote then.
Okay, of course.
But I control those from 18, 19, 20 in my area.
Maybe we should do it this way. Who is your father?
My father was late. Chief Alhaj Sulaiman Abrouf Olatibosun. One of the stalwarts of the front MPNs. So
which year was that?
That's 78, 83.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
78, 83. So, and during the Adilakun Bolaige era in 82, 83.
Okay.
So, my dad was actively involved. So, and fast forward.
So, since then, he had been inducted you into real.
The politics is in my blood. But I'm doing politics with highest level of human value. I don't believe in destroying people. I don't believe in, I can beat my chest and say that I have not involved, either directly or indirectly, either killing or maiming a soul.
So, your own kind of politics is peaceful.
Very peaceful.
But very aggressive.
Yeah, you can be aggressive, but positive.
Okay, aggression.
Yeah, you can be aggressive in a positive form.
Okay.
So I believe I'm a go-getter. And I go all out in getting my goal actualized. So, and I try as much as possible to maintain relationship with people.
Okay.
With groups, with individual, with groups. So when I first tried to contest for councillorship,
Which year was that?
I should be 90s, 92, 93.
Under which political party?
Should be during that 5.
Okay. Okay.
So I tried my luck.
Okay.
That was when I finished my master's, and I decided to. They wanted to retain me
Okay.
at Bistros.
Okay.
Why my colleagues were lobbying to be detained?
You said no.
I told them no. I wanted to go and contest.
So you had your eyes in politics.
Exactly. So I did that, and I was shown other side of politics. That's act of betrayal.
How do you mean?
My ward chairman then, the man is late now.
Okay.
My ward chairman was in charge of voters card.
Okay.
That was when you can have multiple registration.
Okay.
So it depends on how many cards you have. So, and we had a lot of cards. I think it's about 200 then.
Okay.
So, and what normally happened then during that time was that, okay, since everybody knows that this one will have multiple cards. So the other person will now write the SSS or police that you store cards in your house. Okay. So the police or security agencies will now come to you. Okay. Come search your house. So if they see card in your house, they will arrest you. And you are not likely to participate in that election. Okay. Because of that, all the 200, 250 cards
that you had,
we gave it to that ward chairman, okay, who happened to be an imam of a central mosque then. So I had absolute trust in him. So we started talk. I believe in talking to people. I believe in interactive politics, interactive campaign. So we have about 86 compounds in my ward.
Which ward is that?
That's Ward 5, Ibadan Northwest. Okay. So, and I tore all those compounds at least once in a day, or if anything happened, once in 2 days. So people already, they like my spirit, they like the way I am. And what I always used to tell them, okay, let's go there, send us there. Whatever that will be your first needs will be accommodated, will be done. Even if government is not doing it, I will find ways of doing it. Okay. And lo and behold, people started, they accepted me. Because the party, when I realized that they won't allow me to contest, they won't give me tickets. In
that political party?
In the major 2 political parties. I took that bold step of contesting under Thought Force. CNC, yes. Okay. CNC, that's a former Senate leader, Saraki, not the father to Senate
Governor
President.
Bukola Saraki, okay.
So, and lo and behold, people started showing interest in me, and they stood by me. Okay. Unfortunately, 2 days to the election, we now called the chairman.
The imam.
Yeah. So, and what we normally got those cards for then was that okay. Anytime you want to contest, you now call all your people all over, wherever they are, they should come
to your own ward
to come out.
I mean, probably your own polling booth.
Yeah. No, you
Okay,
cannot
the
be
ward.
in
Okay,
the ward.
okay.
We spread those
okay,
cards.
those cards. Okay.
So, and you give them.
Okay.
So, it is the name on that card that they will answer when they want to vote. So, when we.
So, that's the modus operandi.
Then. Because of multiple registration.
Okay, registration. Okay.
Before they introduce this
the voters. Okay.
So, at the end of the day, the man now told us that the card, that he couldn't see those cards again. That maybe the rat
ate them.
So I said, what could have happened? My group took it up with him. They wanted to beat him. I said, no, don't let us beat. Let's get to the root of the matter. So, after all, we have the list of where those things, where we register. So at the end of the day, I now told those, my agents, and those polling booths, these are the needs. Be checking. So before you know it, before 10, 11, people are coming, bringing those cards. So they went to him. He said maybe it's where the rat put it, that my co-contestant got the card and used it. The thing pain us, in fact. So by the time the result came, by the time they counted, I lost with 7 votes. Very painful one, because that means even if it is half of that, I will have won. So, and I didn't allow that thing to
get you down.
I started going. So by the time I went for my master's, I joined Polytechnic Ibadan to lecture. So while I was lecturing,
you
still
have one leg in politics.
Exactly. Even the 2/3 of my body and soul was in politics.
Okay.
So eventually they said, how can a lecturer decided to come back and contest again? I said, yeah, that's what I resigned. They said I should resign. I resigned. And I went back to contest. So then
you resigned your appointment
as lecturer at the Polytechnic Ibadan mass comm.
Wasn't that a big risk?
Very big risk. In fact, my colleagues, Mark and Jude, all of them, I say, why are you this man? Even our reverend.
Okay.
Ajimobi. Yeah. Say, my brother, why are you taking this risk? I say, just leave me.
Let me. Calling.
So I went. What really happened was that, by the time I wanted to contest, I contested under AD. And by that time, AD had lost in Oyo State. Babaladoja was the governor then, that is PDP. And it was the peak period of Babaladoja. Sure. That nobody must win in Oyo State except you are PDP. So, but as fate will have it, people stood by me. They defended their vote from polling booth to collation center. They faced the talks that they brought. Eventually, they insisted that the votes must count it. And I won. So, and by the time I won, I knew then that victory of mine was not mine. It was the people. So I must not let them down. So even those who were not as lettered and literate as I am, they immediately win an election like this, they disappear from the world. They won't see them again until maybe 6 months before the another election. Before I got elected, I was not living with them.
Okay, you were not living with them?
I was was not living there,
Okay.
but I always go there every week
Okay.
to have a rapport with them.
Okay.
By the time I won, I made it a point of duty from my house at Engrama to my office at Onileke.
Okay.
From Onileke, immediately we finished the sitting, straight to my area. So I would thought the way I used to do before I became, I won the election. I made sure I sustain it. So now I will be the first councillor that will use his own furniture allowance, or let me, yes, furniture allowance, furniture allowance to construct a borehole, not well, for the people.
How many? One. Okay.
Borehole. Then so and
not something that is
and also
common as it is
and
right
that
now.
one cover about 20 communities. So and another one is that I realized that there was a very deep ditch in my ward.
Okay. What's the name of your ward?
Ward 5.
Ward 5. And the name.
So Ifeleye compound.
Okay, Ifeleye.
That place, they used to put plank.
Okay.
And anytime there is rain, the thing gets floating.
Okay.
So because they dump refuse inside that. So as when we were young, when we were in primary school, as we were about to, we follow Igogo very well.
Okay.
As we were coming, we didn't know that it rained in the afternoon. So we were just passing through, and the person in my front, who happened to be the most genius among us, stepped on that plant and they fell into that. And it was about 350 feet.
Wow.
So before, and it wasn't GSM or it was
only
one person had land phone then, and it's about say 10 or 15 kilometers to the place. So before they could run, before we could run to the man's house, call the Mapo people to come. By the time they brought the guy, the charge, or I mean the guy was dead already. So the thing really paid me, and I started saying, that place there must be a pedestrian bridge, not plank. And I promised during the campaign that if you people elected me, I will make sure I fix that. The community, the house there, the houses around that place. So I divided my money into two. I used one for water, and I used the remaining to do that pedestrian. Today, it's a concrete one. If you go there today, you will see it there. This pedestrian bridge was constructed by Honorable Wasola. It's there, and since that time we couldn't record any casualty on that place. So that is that. And down, because we have we have 5 up and down. Okay. The one down, the others that I did up, that is okay, Isale. Yeah. The Isale end, they had problem with their public pipe. Okay. Because the main pipe got destroyed, and nobody could fix it because the money they would use to fix it was enormous. I said I would do that. So I did that. So that was when people fell. You
want yourself into the heart. Now, I want to ask, before we proceed, I want to ask a question. You said your dad was an NPN stalwart.
Yeah.
But by the time you contested, during your second stint, you contested under...
I changed my mindset immediately I got admission. I got admission to Oliver Baptist High School in 78 to 83. The reason is that they said education should be free. When we came in, my mom sold most things, most wares to pay my school fees in Oyo. So I was wondering what will happen to me. What will she sell when I will be in Form 2? So by the time we got to Form 2, before we resumed, Bola Ige had already won the election, and he said nobody must pay school fees again. So, and I said, if these people could do this, I'm not interested.
So that was why you left the conservative and joined the progressive.
And it was a serious battle between us.
Okay.
My dad will always run after me. Why? Why do you have to say this is how I wanted it? At the end of the day, when I wanted to contest, he said, we are in government. Oh, they were. And I said, Dad, you
told your dad?
Yeah. The one I did the other time, only 7 votes, if you lose. He did to say party to the structure. This one, I will win. And the fate will have it. I had the highest vote among all the councillors in 351 wards in Oyo State. So that really helped me and I started working with progressive leaders. Now, and they develop interest.
Now you established yourself as a formidable member in the Lamist family.
Yes. And my mentor, my political father, was Alhaji Lam. And now Alhaji Lamidi Onolapo additional Lamade. And he really tried for me. So, it's a long journey. But by the time I finished my councillorship, I wanted to contest for chairman.
Okay.
The person that's in charge of my local government then said I should go. Before I finish, I got immediately I finished, I got another job at the lecturing job at the Olabisi University. Okay. Because when Akala came in, he didn't contest him. He didn't organize election. So he had caretaker for 1 year. So during that period, I decided to go and lecture. And
I went back to lecturing again.
Yes, that's
but you're still having your eyes in politics.
No, because I have second address. I don't believe that a politician should say that I'm a full-time politician. I don't believe in that.
So you mean?
So if you do that, definitely you will compromise your integrity. Though if I finish here, definitely I won't go back to lecturing.
Okay.
But I want to go into farming.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I don't believe.
So you went back to lecturing?
I went back to lecturing.
So when it was time for
when it was time to contest for local government, I came and I met the man. And the man said, are you taking lecture? He said, you have to go and resign.
Who is the man?
The man that the leader of the
the leader of the
AG there
in your local government.
In my local government. I resigned. I showed him resignation letter. Even the Olabisi Onabanjo University management team insisted that I must pay 2 months or 3 months delay of notice, which I paid. I didn't have the money then. I just
Somehow you rally around.
as I work out. So I paid. They gave me the letter, and I took the letter to the man. After reading it, they said,
So you was thinking that probably you wouldn't have the guts to resign.
So when he announced us about Wanule, and he came back, and he brought his own form as chairman.
Wow.
I've taken the form. So I was just shivering like this.
Wow.
For 1 week, I couldn't sleep. So at the end of the day, we started the struggle. We took ourselves to Alhaji Land.
Okay.
Alhaji Land now said, it's only Wasi that came to me to say that he wanted to contest for chairmanship. And you have been sitting with us. You didn't tell us that anything. You are interested. And all the leaders, because he was with them, they gang up and they said, I should just relinquish that and allow him to use the ticket. I still remember Alhaji Land was on the go to leave it for him.
Wow. That was what Great Lamb said.
Yes. Once my life, I'm still breathing, I will take you to where you never expected. That's how I left the place. And the little money I raised after paying the arrears, and then the money to school, and I gave it to him for the election. Alhaji Lam said he had never seen someone who no buy ticket. And you still gave the person who got the ticket from you money to contest, which I did. So that's how Baba developed interest in me.
So did the man now win the election?
He didn't. Yeah. He didn't win the election. And so, fortunately for me, I went back to, I didn't go to Osu, but because God has ways of compensating, so they have NUC accreditation. And the courses are taken there. They couldn't get replacement. And they needed me to stand in and be the one that would defend that program. So they now, when they learned that I couldn't, so somebody now, the HOD now called, are you still interested? I said, yes, sir. Said I should come. And that's how I went back to Osun. By 2011, by 2010, they needed a propagandist, a PR person, a media person, a fearless person that can face government in power and be playing real opposition by drawing or exposing their mistakes to people. So, and that's how Alhaji Lam sent for. Somebody, Alhaji Lam came to commission the ball. That guy, woman dominate FFN, even as councillor. Why can't we bring him in? So they got, and I said yes, I can do it.
That was how he became the publicity secretary of Oyo State.
So after some time, I now became the state secretary of the party. So the position I had until, I championed the grassroots mobilization for Govt Ajimobi for the first time, 2011. In 2015, I also was the chairman of grassroots mobilization for second term. So it's God has way of.
From what you just said now, it wouldn't be wrong to say that it was Alhaji Lam that nominated you as a chairman, caretaker chairman.
Yes,
but not.
Alhaji Lam nominated me. In fact,
A lot of people thought probably it was Senator Abiola.
No, he didn't want me. He didn't want me because he thought that I would sabotage his government.
Why would he think so?
And because you know that rivalry between the Lamists and
Senako. Yeah.
You understand? And when he first came, before current president brought him to the party, we had our own candidates. I mean, our own person that we are working for to be the candidate of the party, and that's Senator Makinde-Led.
Okay.
So by the time he came, and Senator Bola Tinubu forced him on us, as a party man, we had no choice than to work for him, and that's exactly what I did. But by the time we won, that is his own group, Senako, tried to be vindictive. They started.
Those who didn't support us, or probably were not with us in spirit.
In the beginning.
Okay.
All of them, they know that I worked for the party. I worked.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the Senako now.
They felt that like, because
you had your own.
They were coming from
had own person, ANPP.
That all posts should be occupied by Senako. So, but Alhaji Lam called me and said, "Wasim, don't leave the party. The way you are handling the position of secretary." I said, "No, Daddy, I must go there." And eventually, he stood in ground that my name should be chosen. And immediately, I got to the government.
Okay.
Baba told me that Atifi Agbofe Muti. So that's, and I went to Senator Ajimobi. I'm giving you all my honor, laws, and loyalty. So
that was how you started.
So I served, and I was the first person to start second term for Senator Ajimobi.
I know. Now, meaning that, from what you just said, it means the Great Lamb didn't want you to leave the party. As in, leave the party as a secretary. So, and everything is now making sense now. So by the time I got to that place, my spirit always is that you must carve a niche for yourself. Anywhere you occupy or you find yourself. So what I did in about the Northwest local government surpassed what all others put together did. Hardly you go to any community in Ibadan from Ward 1 to 11 that will not see my work. This place was constructed and commissioned by this way. So that is it. So now it's for you, it's about service to your people. So anything other than that, just want an office that will give you the opportunity to serve.
So yes, and when it happened, when we won the second term for Ajimobi, they decided to make me object of attack, object of ridicule.
So before we got to that, you were seen as someone who did not support the candidature of Senator Ajimobi.
Yeah, that was first time.
Exactly, yeah. And you decided to work with him, and you worked, and everyone
after a year,
everyone knew
if he fell in love.
That's what I wanted to say. That you are able to erase in his mind all the form of negativity,
Exactly.
and maybe I think you even became a frontline member of, in quote now, Fenaco then.
No, I was never a Senako. I believe I champion Ajimobi Marine. I believe in Ajumoshe coalition movement. I initiated it, I funded it, and funded it. So I used that coalition. Coalition has about 280 associations and groups all over the state. So I use it to drive the second term campaign.
I want to. Okay, please.
So based on that, I was able to be at the forefront of all the campaign. Before Senator Ajimobi will get to a campaign, I will
You would have
mobilized all those associations in that community.
Now, there's something I want you to. It was very glaring to everybody who was watching closely the political activities in Oyo State then. One would have thought that uh, by the time the Senator Ajimobi won the second term and you wanted to retain your chairmanship position, and some things happened and they were saying that you should go to House of Rep. One would have thought that probably you would think that that's a higher position.
No, that was not the option. No.
Okay.
I wanted to go for federal rep.
Federal rep, okay.
He said I should drop the idea for him that I should champion his own cause for second term.
Okay.
So by the time that he wins the election, both of us and some other people will sit down.
Okay.
Where my interests will be protected. So, and after the election, after we won, and I also led the legal team. I'm not a lawyer.
Yes, you're right.
I coordinated the lawyer and the legal team for the first time and the second time. So when we now won at the Supreme Court, and I came back to Ibadan, I organized a triumphant entry for him, which he addressed them at the Govt. So it was after we met that he now said, after that, he now called me for a meeting. Where he said, so I'm sorry, he won't be able to give you. So what's I'm also, you have three things which I won't like to say or hear now. Okay. That if you are given that position that you wanted, you will get the remaining two. You will get the three. Okay. And get the remaining two, making five. And by that, you will be in control for yourself. So, okay. And I said, okay. He now suggested that he will give me a commissioner. And I said, commissionership is not
in your plan
at all.
You won't be able to serve your people.
And I said, why? People are lobbying for it. I said, give it to those who are lobbying.
I don't want it.
I don't want it. He now said, why? I said, you said I have three things that you wanted to destroy. So if
he told you that.
Me,
he told you that.
He told me three things that I have three things.
Okay.
Because of those three things, he will not give me.
He will not give you.
And I said, if you said I have three things. Okay. Which because of that you didn't want to give me something. I won't say that as okay. Now and I said, why am I sure that if you give me commissionership position,
you will not take over?
No. You will not assign me an office where I will go and demolish houses and shops, which would destroy my credibility. that was the reason why I said no. People are saying, ṣe bí commissioner tí wọ́n fún ní, tí wọ́n offer ní, Ajimobi offer, ló wá padà wá gbà lọ́dọ̀ GSM.
Is it that true?
Yeah, because GSM offer me the opportunity to show my stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't believe, or unlike Ajimobi that said, okay, let me give it so that I can use that office to destroy. Every day, I will be always grateful to Governor Seyi Makinde, because I will have gone to a political upheaval if not for, because they use the government apparatus to poison people's mind.
To what?
Me, that he said he wanted this, and we gave him this. He rejected it. He insisted that he must go back to the local government.
That was what we heard then.
So, and that's not the truth. And after, and I said, okay, let me be going. He said, no, sit down. Okay, what do you want? Okay, if you could not give me that, let me go back. It is true that I said it, that let me go back to the local government so that I will use that to prepare myself for next election. And I said, that one is too small. How will people feel by the time I said, tell people that I requested for it. I will be defending you. If I didn't love him, I won't be defending him. That's me that requested for it. So then I said, okay, no problem. The election of local government, put him up. Go and pick the phone. So when he traveled the following day to China, so 3 days later, phone came out. I didn't rely on that, and I called him on phone. Okay, Mr. From Tijari taking over. I said, Wasiu, please go ahead and take it. If you don't have money, I will arrange money for you. I said, no, sir, I will go and take it. I picked the phone. Fortunately, before he came back, because he spent about 3 or 4 weeks, before he came back, phone had closed. Unfortunately for me, I was the only person that picked form for chairmanship in Ibadan Northwest. That made it unopposed. But because of the hatred, now when the party ESCO met him and they showed him those local governments, 7 local governments that had unopposed. Immediately they mentioned Wasiu Olatibo in flare. He said, over is that word. He said, lie. It was a week after that he now instructed his brother, Wasiu Ajimobi, to go to party secretariat and insisted that they must give Bosun Ajimobi a form after the form had closed.
No. Okay.
So that was the beginning. I now felt that, it has shown that these people didn't want me in this.
And you fought with everything you had.
My God. Only God.
Sir, you fought.
Only God. Grace the Lord.
Before we got into that, there's something I wanted to clear. Why would a sitting governor be scared of his appointee?
He never scared though.
So
he just felt that this one can be dispensed of. And what's Hilone?
And you showed him that you had a lot.
You know, at times when you are in power, you will be your sense of judgment will be clouded with sentiment. make you to feel that you don't need anybody. You are the only person that can bring the answer, question and answer. So they gang up that Wasiu must, and fate Wasiu is not in anybody's hand but Almighty Allah. So that's it.
There's something that really surprised me. That time when you fought, you are the arrowhead, you are the spokesman.
Yes.
And how you are able to knit everybody. You know, in politics, people could change within a second, within a minute. And how you are able to like knit everybody together and ensure that everyone in that group fought tooth and nail.
It's my God, Chris.
So let's have an insight into that. How did you galvanize people?
No, you will remember that for 3 years I was one man mopo.
Yes.
So he himself, because of his own personal interests, those people that have been calling, that they are saying, as fate will have it, he decided that he wanted to take the party structure away from them. Before then, we had started mobilizing people from the ward level to make sure that come rain, come shine. Anytime there is Congress, we will win. So, by the time he was going around doing jamboree around, I was there
waiting for
walking. And I could still remember in 2018, yes, I organized a meeting, very big meeting at Samanda. It was then that I called that group Unity Forum. The Unity Forum that other states are now using. I
coined it.
I coined it, and we used that Unity Forum. And along the line, those people, those leaders all over I think local felt that he wanted to make them redundant. You understand? And they started saying no.
So you faced an emperor then?
They got in touch. I got in touch with them, and immediately they embraced it. And those who are in government, elected representatives, they also join us. And before you know it, we had about 75-80% of the members of the party. So you will remember that we had in 2019, we had the Congress at the Liberty Stadium, Stadium. They had their own at Adamasu. For almost 3 hours that we were there, they couldn't see anybody at Adamasu. They sent vehicles to all the markets to bring them to Adamasu, but they couldn't. They couldn't. They didn't follow them. They said it was you. I didn't give them money. They came out of their village. They wanted to give them money, they rejected. So that is to tell you that it's good to maintain very cordial relationship with people and with the group that you that work with you when on your way up, because you might need them on your way.
So meaning that if he had not tried to take you out and he had not tried to like become an emperor, there is high probability that you will have won the senatorial, your South senatorial election, and probably APC will still have been in government by now.
Everything belongs to God. And I could still remember that he said that for the local government, if I didn't give you that, if you didn't get that ticket, God will judge him.
You said so.
And at the end of the day, don't you think God judged him?
I don't know.
That's it now. That's what I'm saying. So it is, everything is, you see that all what I've been saying, I always say, it is God. It is true mercy upon my child. I know the Muriga. Those who didn't go through 10% of what I went through, they were down there today. So, but for me to still be relevant in Oyo State politics, it's through the mercy of God.
Before we got, became part of this administration, when he lost that election, did he call you? Did you call him?
To do what? Because my local government, yes, I also contested under ADC. But if you go and had my result,
exactly the vote,
his own result, he will have won.
So you played the spoiler?
No, TB, I wanted to contest. Unfortunately, let me say I contested. Unfortunately, I didn't have resources to back it up. So the amount they put at the polling booth, I couldn't afford it. So what I then decided was that let me go and play a defense. So all the polling booths that they could have used to manipulate, I blocked it. And they couldn't manipulate it.
So you mean?
So that's the reason why they are saying that Wasiu, I don't know. They made me not lose. What is Wala there? So what matters to me is that what I will say.
So meaning that
when you see what I Timbati Joko, Timbati Ron Timo pass through,
was it because there's something was it because out of your fearlessness that you went all out to fight the battle, or because of injustice? You know, some people will have known that okay, this is an injustice, and they will still take it, and they just play they don't look kind of politics. Was it because you are fearless? You know, you said it, or probably because some people were backing you, go, we'll support you.
No. By the time I started, those who supposed to back me up, they were afraid to associate with me.
Like
there was
a political orphan then.
Yes, there was a time, they tried to assassinate me 2 times. I don't know who did that, but it got to a state that under that bridge, Makola Bridge,
okay.
I slept there for almost 3 weeks.
I don't understand.
Yes.
How?
When it is 11:30, 12, anywhere they know that there's no way they could attack me during the day.
You are that strong?
No, I don't know because I always make sure that I was
in the midst of your
surrounded,
people,
yes,
by
people, by
people who are equally
If-
strong.
no, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because they also, they are afraid that if they attack me,
And it got escalated.
people will start, it can elicit a revolt from the people.
So
So when it is 11:30, I will now, the Okada that will take me, put one samba. So when it is 11:30, where my car was parked, Okada that will take me out. So, and I would dress like a madman.
for real?
Yeah. So at 11:30, 12, Mama, I will be trying to.
Wow.
So
You did all that to,
because I know my life is on the line.
was it a must that you must face him? You could have just,
One thing is that if you are hitting with a lion, if you are not careful, you will end up in the belly.
his belly. Yes, that's correct.
So you need to live so that you can tell your story.
Exactly what you are doing now.
So if my book, I'm still working on my
Okay,
book.
good.
By the time that when I get there, I will be doing like Mama fi igita gbogbo beyen ru.
And nobody suspected you.
Today, because who really pe omo eyan gidi le won ti ba.
So it's all like you are acting.
Until a day that somebody called me.
Yeah.
In fact, I was preparing more costume me lọ́wọ́ ni. That somebody called me and said, Honorable, àwọn sẹ́ẹ̀ kú lọ́dọ̀ ẹni báyìí mi ní dákọ̀ ẹ̀ náà mo fún pọ̀lọ́ láti pé wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé ẹ máa lọ sí Mọ́kọ́lá. They are storming that place that night.
And did they?
And you will be killed there. That was highest point of my career.
You were like, where else? What else?
So I now said, okay, fine. I shouldn't allow myself to be killed there because people will read another minute. As I was thinking, I said, okay, somebody now called and said, from nowhere, we have secured accommodation for you at the barrack.
At least they not born anybody well.
So I was there around that a soldier will come with the uniform to take you. So just distract the place. And they distract. So then they were going. I'm making come out the middle of 10 so that can swallow. So that's how they took me. So, and I started living there. I stayed there for almost 6 months. So even the election of 2019, I was also penciled down to be dropped, just like they did for sugar.
But you are not.
That's a story for
okay. Anyway, but can we have an insight into that? Because everyone knows what or who Sugar is. You are a grassroots politician.
No. People, one thing we should know about politics is that some people believe that it is win
or nothing.
Lose and die. So, and they are ready to do anything to remove anybody who wants to constitute an obstacle on their way. I never knew that I was important.
You were that is important.
Yeah. Until when I went through those
Trials.
routes. We thank God for everything.
So, did you two speak before his demise?
I don't speak evil about them.
Get.
But let me be frank with you. I also will use this opportunity to, I will not mention the person.
Okay.
He eventually sent somebody to make a pally between us. That's they push him. And they made him to feel that it's dispensable. And he realized that after God, Wasil was one of the few ones that committed wholesomely to his success in 2015. And those people,
Because he lost everything.
most people that now say that Wasil is not relevant, they were with him for 2019. They could not deliver their output. So that's it.
So you were able to,
So and I told the person that what I wanted, because he requested that we should meet. I said no. I said he agreed to take permission from my order.
Who?
That is Govt. Seyi. Wow. Meeting him
Behind
when
it.
will
Mean something else.
yes amount to disloyalty. When I was with him also,
Cool down.
I couldn't go to Alhaji Lam unless I got permission from him. So that is my life.
That's how politics.
No, it is when God is with you. So that you can cry to Almighty God.
Ìlọ́nú méjì.
Mi lónú méjì pẹ̀lú ìrìn àjò. Wá dá mi láre or fi dá mi lẹ́jọ́. God will fight your battle. So that is it.
So now, when Govt. Seyi Makinde won the election, okay, or before you won the election, were you promised any appointment?
We decided there is this coalition which we started before the first election and being coordinated by His Excellency former governor and Oba Otolubadan, Oba Rashid Adiwala. So who coordinated all parties? That's okay. Anybody who had highest seats, his candidate will be used for the coalition. That's what we did. So, and they will now share the booty after the election. And to keep to he kept to his word.
For real?
Yeah, he kept to his word. So if anybody is saying that he didn't, ask that person.
Because from the look of things, you happen to be the only person from the group who...
No. Mind you, myself, I represented Unity Forum. Seyi Asam, who is the son of Senator Mosura Sumano, is also from Unity Forum. Adeniyi Adebisi is from Labour Party. That is nominee of former SSG Chief Ajimobi. And for Babaladoja, my friend, this lawyer, former commissioner for lands, and later commissioner for education, was his nominee. And only person that refused, or that had issue, don't let me say refused, sorry, had issue, was Egbon Senator Makinde-Led, which I wouldn't know what transpired between them. But if you want to go by our ADC arrangement, or let me say the coalition arrangement, yes, they might have their reason that they were expecting maybe 80, and we were able to get maybe 20, 30. Tell me, when we were in government and we formed coalition in 2011 with Babaladoja to form the government against the PDP in the House, for us to form the House, so that Senator Sumano
be able to speak up.
All those things that we promised, we didn't. We initially fulfilled, but later we changed everything.
Even so the same thing that is happening now.
No, I can say that I was product of that coalition, and Governor Seyi Makinde believes that he didn't force anybody to come and join. But we felt that what we fought for then, myself, Senator Monsura Sumono, Dapolan, all those things that we fought for then was still inherent in APC. As at the time we decided to opt out, they couldn't. They up till now, they find it difficult because they have that moral burden to call me and say, Wasiu,
why?
I don't know, you ask them. You will see that when President Tinubu came to Oyo State and came to pay courtesy call to His Excellency, I was one of the few ones. And Oniti Mudambe ni wípé ẹ lọ kéde rẹ̀ fáráyé o, Polu Seyi làwa ń fẹ́. Ẹ lọ kéde rẹ̀ fáráyé o, Polu Seyi làwa ń fẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kó wá parí iṣẹ́ yẹn, èyí tó ṣe lọ nísinsìnyí. Ẹ jẹ́ kó wá parí iṣẹ́ yẹn, èyí tAPC ò lè ṣe. They were there.
You are a professional politician. Like, you know the tricks.
So everybody, even those my colleagues that were other side, they were by the time we finished, the APC guys were coming. Sakios was there. Sunday Adepoju was there. Baba Bisi Akande, gbogbo wọn. They couldn't. So that is to tell you, that's high level. There's
no need to hide it.
So
right there, you are able to assure Governor Seyi Makinde that you are within body and soul.
You know, even this 2023 election, I think 2 years ago, that's 2021, we'll have been grassroots mobilization for 2023. and I took it to all the associations and groups. Before the 2023 campaign, we have succeeded in getting.
So the political machinery that you formed during Senator Abiola Ajimobi, still the same thing that you are oiling for this administration?
No, we some of the associations withdrew. They went because he called them and he said, he wanted them to leave Wasi. And he gave them money and he gave them 2 vehicles. So by the time they came back, so at the end of the day, after that, they called him, he didn't pick their calling. So what I'm saying in essence is that I can say categorically that two-thirds of that association, I'm not saying they are with me, but they are with God.
Now, I have seen a pattern because I've spoken to a couple of people in PDP, and some of the people are saying that they've been abandoned. That those who worked for the administration, by the time they got there, they just forgot. There's something like you just highlighted during the reign of Senator Abiola Ajimobi. Now people are now saying that the reason why you cannot be dropped is because of the heroic battle you fought against Ajimobi. And
let me tell you one thing. Governor Seyi Makinde, nobody can lay claim to Governor Seyi Makinde's victory except Almighty God. And he doesn't want anybody to guide him. He has his own reason for bringing me in. You understand? Against all odds. But he decided to bring him in. All those things that they are saying, mere fabrication. And to me, figment imagination of the authors. So concerning all those things that it's not possible, it's not possible.
So now you are PDP.
I'm PDP and soul. PDP to the core.
So from conservative to progressive, back to conservative.
Tell me who you can say it is pure progressive and pure conservative now. In this government,
no, you tell us.
Are you telling me?
I'm talking about your own political journey.
Are you telling me President Tinubu is a progressive?
I mean, he has been in the progressive party all his life.
His actions, could you now say his actions all this while, even as president, all his actions are progressive?
You're talking about political party, not actions now.
No, progressivism focuses more on the people. Welfare of the people, how people will live fine.
It's not about trying to make money.
Tell me, when Baba Awolowo was the premier, he didn't decide to use state-of-the-art car in order to oppress people. He didn't decide to go and buy Airbus when people are hungry. And within a year, people could see his efforts manifesting in people's life.
So you're not sure, you don't agree with.
So, and apart from that, they also are saying that there was time that they did it in the past. But to me, it was ọwọ́ wọn ni mo ti ń bá wípé borí nù mí. Ọ̀rọ̀ in 2011, they gave instruction that we should go and vote for PDP.
In 2011?
In 2011, that's for the presidential, and that was when Goodluck Jonathan won. He gave instruction. Only Aregbe did not follow that instruction, and that was the reason why they didn't win. He didn't win in Osun for entire Southwest. So if you are now saying that PDP, so what are we saying? So I believe that ideology, political ideology, is only in the mouth. It doesn't reflect, it doesn't show in our political actors.
Present crop of political.
Yes.
So it's not about whether you are PDP or APC. No, it's all about what you are able to.
Wasiu, they brought Wasiu here to be commissioner. Okay, what did President Tinubu do? Somebody who went to contest against your party as gubernatorial, and you now brought him to be a minister.
But your governor is I mean, it appears to be supporting the federal government.
No, I'm only giving example of what you said. Okay. That progressivism and conservatism.
So now, what's your vision for tourism in Oyo State?
We have started. We still have a long way to go because this is a new ministry. That was in 2011 to 2015. The Governor Ajimobi created that ministry from information. But there was no institution. There was no structure. There was this disconnect between the stakeholders and the government. They believed then in ceremony, jamboree, ajumare, and all those things that cannot be sustained. In fact, they succeeded in bringing Nollywood artists for them to do the work, and nothing to bring that work. If they had used that money they spend on one Ajumare on Bawa Star, it won't be where it is today. So I think for tourism to thrive, one, there must be this key success indicators must manifest. One, infrastructure.
Okay.
Two, security. You understand? Three is the political will.
The political will on the part of
the government. You will see that most of our tourist sites in the state, before we came, they were isolated. You cannot, if you want to come from Ogbomoso and you are going to Iyake suspended list that's Adawa, you have to first of all go to Oyo and come to, and the road from Oyo to Ishen, you will spend 2.5, 2.40 2 hours, 45 minutes before you can get there. And from Ogbomoso to, you spend another 1.5 hours to get there. So definitely, by the time you get to Ado-Awaye, you will have spent 6-7 wasteful hours, human hours. That by that time, you will have gone, you have done whatever you wanted to do there, and come down and enjoy yourself. So by the time you get there, after 6 hours, you get exhausted. To hike the mountain would be very difficult for you.
So all those
So,
things
but now we have connected all the zones. We have connected Ibadan zone to Kyogo zone through Mania-Isheyin road. That used to take 2 hours 45 minutes. It is just 45 minutes now. Oyo zone to Okyogo zone through Oyo-Isheyin road used to be 2 hours 45 minutes. Now less than 30 minutes. So, and we have also connected Ogbomoso to Okyogo through Ogbomoso, Fakote, Isheyin road. So that will now take you 1 hour instead of 3.5 hours. So you will see that anywhere you have, you can just so, and that's also, and we are already working on Ibadan Pazo through Ido, Iruwa road. So that is infrastructure. And before we came in, night business was already in comatose. In fact, we can say non-existent. But when we came, we introduced light up oil. And and almost all the major cities in Oyo State have been well lit. So with this, the night business has picked up. So, and security is also very key for tourism to thrive. Oyo State is one of the peaceful states in Nigeria, according to federal agencies. So with that, you will see that nobody would like to go to where his life and property are not safe. If you want to test me, by tomorrow evening, list major hotels in Ibadan and go there. You won't see any accommodation. Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. So, and that's why people are coming to your state to invest in hotel business now. Unlike before that, Golden Tulip will be the only 3-4 star hotel. The Jazz Hotel at Yaganku now is
at par.
Yeah, at par with Golden Tulip. So what I'm saying in essence is that major is because people feel that they can come to Oyo State to enjoy their weekend. And by Sunday now, so that is, and number of nightclubs that we have in Ibadan now is unimaginable. People are coming to invest heavily in hospitality business. What of eatery? What of event center? So people are investing heavily. So what that one implies is that it's the tourism effort of Governor Seyi Makinde tourism, or let me say the key, and the third one is the political will, and that is the government itself to show interest in tourism. And this he has done by creating Ministry of Culture and Tourism. You understand? And by trying to make sure that tourism thrives in Oyo State.
So what would you say has been your greatest achievement since you
I know it's many. For instance, we succeeded in getting World Shango Festival enlisted by UNESCO last year, December. And the one we did last year, it was UNESCO, under UNESCO that we did it for the first time. So we succeeded in organizing World Egungun, the package World Egungun Festival. That's never happened before. So instead of using Togri, Asin, and what have you, we succeeded in bringing all Egunguns in all the 33 local government and also from neighboring states, as well as neighboring countries, to showcase their prowess and potential to entertain the people. We are not concerned about the spiritual aspect of it. It's that entertainment that we want to package for people to come and watch. So we have succeeded now in attracting people to your state for them to see and participate and possibly invest in tourism. Also, we have raised the bar of World Twin Festival. So our target now is for a Twin Festival to enter Guinness Book of Records.
Oh.
And also for UNESCO to enlist it. So we are working. So by before December, we will start twins registration in all the 33 local government in order to create database for twins. So we want everybody to take their twins to the local government. You register and we create a database so that we now showcase this number of twins that we have. So, and if you look at it, we also created environment for those in film industry to come and establish in Oyo State. We have Half Charter in Oyo. We have CAP, Kunle Afolayan, in the Bojai. So these are international standard, standard Vim village, which domicile in Oyo State. And we also brought innovation. We started it, and God allowed us to bring it to fruition, and that is Sheshe Day. Sheshe Day, August 20. We started it when I was in formation, and thank God we succeeded in getting the approval and edit last year. And by this year, we took it to where others who started before us did not take it. We took it to all the geopolitical zone of the state, and we had a grand finale at Adamasimba. Yes, Lake Salami Stadium, Adamasimba. So those are the few things, and we believe that we, unlike before, concerning the our cultural tool, I changed it to performing tool. Today, people are, it's now hot cake in Oyo State. In fact, we are packaging them for international tour.
So what's the parting shot? What should people be looking for from you after this administration?
Yes, my parting shot is that I pray that my Oga, His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde, succeeds. Once he succeeds, I succeed. So I now leave every other thing to Almighty God, Almighty Allah to decide for me.
It's been a very interesting interview. I want to say sincerely thank you for
very much, my brother,
allowing us, giving us your hard-earned time. So I really appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.